All right, guys, so went to Harbor Freight and picked up this engine stand for 40 bucks with a 700-pound capacity. So what we're gonna do in this episode is take this tranny off and get the engine on the stand ready to be torn down. So right now we're just gonna go ahead and assemble the
should be easy.
Yeah, the stand here. Does it come with all the bolts and shit we need? Alright, good. So
we'll get it set up and then
yeah,
we'll get it going.
These look like they should be good enough to fit those bolts in, because this has to be able to go through. You think that'll be good?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and put this together right now, and we'll be back.
Wasn't too bad to put together.
So we got the Hoopty Harbor Freight engine stand put together.
How long do you think it's gonna last us?
Honestly, 2 engines maybe.
So?
Like, it just does not
Like,
feel
one of these is
quality.
gonna snap or something?
Yeah, probably. It
Or
doesn't.
This is gonna snap the pin.
Doesn't feel very quality, but it'll get the job done for a dinky ass Miata engine. But it took like 5 minutes to put together. Pretty straightforward. You just look at the picture on the box and you could pretty much piece it together in your head, and then it's pretty cool. Rotate it at any angle you want. See all the holes line up. So now what we're gonna do is take the tranny off of the engine, and then we're gonna get the engine on the hoist. So to do that, it's just a bunch of bolts around the transmission. We're probably gonna have to lift the engine back up to get the ones on the bottom, but as you can see, I took one out just to test the length.
What size is it? 17?
Yeah. And then there's one there, and then I believe there's 2 underneath it, which we will have to do. Actually, I'm gonna do those first. So yeah, if you do the bottom ones last and you take them off, like with the engine in the air, the tranny's gonna fucking fall and hit you. So we'll lift it and we'll take those 2 out right now. The $50 fucking engine hoist does work, dude. Tell me when you can get a clear shot at those bolts on the bottom. Grab there's an extra jack stand, grab it and put the tranny. Yeah. What's leaking right there? Oil?
Yeah.
Definitely oil. Can you see the bolts on the bottom of the tranny?
Did you pop a hole in your pan?
Maybe.
I think you popped it when you were laying on there, dude.
No way, because we put it down so gently. Let me check. Shit. Oh wait, no, I thought a fucking oil dropped on the camera. I honestly, there's not a hole back down here. We'll figure it out. The whole engine's getting taken apart anyway. It's not like it matters. Yeah, it's not like it matters right now.
Extra jack stand.
All right, so like I said, there's one here and then one right here. Perfect. Now we're gonna take all these bolts out, and we'll show you taking the tranny off. All right, guys, so we got almost all the bolts out except for this one right here. And
this is the only one that's a different size from all the other ones.
yeah, the tranny is about to come out right now, hopefully. Hopefully
The engine's gonna swing back most likely.
All right, so this is now out, and let's try and pull the tranny off. Here, I'm gonna go this way. Is it almost off?
Yeah.
Oh shit, pissing fluids everywhere. Alright. Shit, so much mess right there. Can you put a rag inside of that hole? So much.
Oh, so much fluid.
Alright guys, so now that the transmission is off, as you can see here, here's the clutch and the flywheel. It's so dinky, dude. You can put your whole hand over it, but inside here's your throwout bearing. Feels really loose.
Does it?
There's a lot of play in the throwout bearing.
All right, ready? You want to dump this out?
Grab it right here.
Literally just tilt it forward and pull it down.
we're just draining the gear oil inside the shifter turret, and whatever's left that's gonna pour out of this little, see how there's some coming out of the seal back here? Literally just hold it vertically. How heavy is this?
It's a weird angle, it's slippery.
Lean it like toward Dylan so that it, yeah, perfect. Alright. Put this down. Yeah. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is lift the engine back up and line up the engine hoist, or the engine stand with the hoist, bolt this to that, and then we'll be able to take the chains off of the engine
And start tearing the engine apart.
and start tearing the engine apart. So what we're gonna do now is just find a spot for the tranny and then slide this up and bolt it in.
What size are these?
These are like 21s.
You're gonna have to get a wrench and a big socket for those.
Get a deep socket for this side.
Tell me when they're almost all lined up.
I don't have the socket that big enough. So.
That's such a tiny engine.
Line them up with, yeah, these two and those two. No, these, like this.
Right.
Just these two.
Okay.
So get that lined up, tell me when to stop.
Go. You have a decent amount to go.
I don't think you have one big enough.
In there. Where all the ratchets are.
Silver, right?
Yeah. Is it good? More. Alright, there.
Fuck.
Honestly, we need bigger bolts.
Do we?
Yeah.
No way.
Look it. The clutching's in the way.
Take the clutch off real quick. Alright guys, so because of this, I'm going to quickly pop the clutch off, and to do that, it's honestly just a series of bolts all the way around, and then I'm gonna take the flywheel off as well. So to do it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts here. Pressure plate is gonna come off, and then you're gonna be left with the clutch disc. That'll slide right out, and then the flywheel here should be held on by like 4 or 6 bolts in the center. That'll pop right off. So I'm gonna get to that right now.
A deep socket.
There's no socket for it.
Shit. This is still fucking.
Leaking like a bitch.
Cam, I need you to come back here and hold the
Which one is it?
pulley on the front with a huge socket.
What size is it?
Dude, it honestly looks gigantic.
Like 1 inch?
No. Fucking.
That's not
Let me see
21.
it. This is really close. One under that one.
21.
And then just come over here with the big ass breaker bar and just hold the pulley in the front. Because when you go to do this, just fucking turn the whole end. I can feel the compression right here. Alright, ready? Right there.
Your pants are being leaked on right now.
Fuck. Fuck.
How'd that feel?
Didn't hit anything. You just kind of impact it yourself. Alright. You good back there?
How long did it take you to get this out?
Out of the car?
Yeah,
Probably an hour.
so fast.
What's the stupid silver socket? Or ratchet?
Right there on the table.
No, it's a bit of one.
Wow. Alright, last bolt here.
Ooh.
All right, so fucking pilot bearing. What we're looking at here is a.
There you go.
This clutch is definitely still usable. There's a lot of meat left on it, but it's definitely scored up, like as if someone who didn't know how to drive manual was using it. Look, see how all that is all chewed up and fucked up looking?
Yeah.
That's from someone slipping really bad and tearing it up. Flywheel, all fucking warped. Needs to be resurfaced or put a nice 13-pound lightweight flywheel on there.
Everything in the engine's getting taken out and you're putting new things in, so it doesn't really matter if we fuck it up or not.
Let's see if this will fit now. Fuck, these keep popping
The
out.
silver ratchet just disappeared in thin air. I don't understand that.
All right, so the flywheel's probably gotta come off too. So I'm just gonna take these, see, 6 bolts like I thought there was gonna be in there. So I'm gonna take these 6 off, and then pull that off. So we got the engine bolted to the stand here, and now Cam is going to
Slowly release the pressure.
slowly lower it, and hopefully this engine stand doesn't fucking bend in half and break. I see it bending a lot.
Do you?
Yeah,
Keep going.
keep going.
That's all the pressure.
All right, there you have it.
All the pressure.
Cheer it for Harbor Freight.
Slide this backwards.
You know, I'm just gonna bring it right in front of the car.
All right, guys, so here we have it. The engine is completely out of the car, on a stand, ready for some savage shit. So pretty much what we're gonna do right now is get this table out of the way, get this engine, put everything you see here back in front of the car so we could use this bay again. But right now, this is all we wanted to do. Let's just get the fucking engine on a stand. And we accomplished that. So, thank you for watching, and stick around for more OG Miata.